let's talk to Tatru. We're almost done here.
You've been an immeasurable help as always, Tierney, but could you perhaps spare a little more of your time? To put the matter simply, the Doman children have been chattering about you endlessly. It would mean the world to them to see their hero again.
Yep, let's go talk to children.
Look, it's Miss Tierney. She's back from her adventures. We heard you were out fighting primals, and that they're some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all of the Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Miss Tierney? Maybe you could show us how you fight the primals.
What's all this commotion then?
Mr. Boulder and Mr. Colton, did you know that Miss Tierney is back?
So it would seem. Welcome home, Tyranny. My companion and I recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I know. I am known as Harry Boulder. And this bookish fellow is Coltonant. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat.
Look, I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore. We are adventurers.
And we were just asking Miss Tierney if she could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside her, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fields of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Tyranny? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Harry, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Ah ha ha, well, mayhaps I am, but what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Tyranny? Would you consent to spar with me? Yeah, I'll kick your ass.
Hurrah! We're to have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing.
Very last quest. Oh, let's finish it. Do try not to disappoint them. Have faith, Caltonant. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make of this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Okay, I know I said 4:15, but it's the last quest before 2.3, so let's just finish it up real quick. Let's just do it. Okay. Delivery Moogle. I don't know why I said that. I just saw it and read it. Hey, it was good of you to agree to this, Tyranny. I trust you are ready to begin. Let's do it. Oh. See you, Trance. Okay, thank you, Mike Man. Very well, let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Ahem, Hori, are you certain you wish to fight her alone? That is tyranny you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without tyranny to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Oh, it's your Stola. Ida. Ida? What? Who are all these people?
When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find, though you could use a crowd to cheer you on.
Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Tyranny's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, Bringer of Light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake.
Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman.
You can win, Mr. Boulder.
We shall soon see. On your guard.
Oh, baby.
I like the music. Rockin'. Look, such power the tails barely do you justice.
Mr. Boulder won't lose, will he?
Of course he will.
It's not over yet? It can't be.
Aye, the children have the right of it. 'Tis time I join the fray. On your feet, Hoary. I must admit defeat was an honor and a privilege.
Oh no, Helix hurt. Miss Tierney's so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Boulder.
Can't disappoint the younglings. Ugh. Yeah, you're done.
Duty complete.
You gasped. You have bested me. I yield.
That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time.
We knew you couldn't lose, Tierney. None can defeat the Guardian of the Eorzea.
Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I've much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking awesome, so. Impressive as always, Tyranny. 'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. Though judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that is a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartanel. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought the Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to wear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The legatus's single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. Oh, baby, 'twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me through Oh, baby. I should have stopped before this quest. Aw, poor baby. 'Twas you who taught me through countless acts of bravery that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish, a wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants, to charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I, too, will endeavor to take up the mantle of the guardian of Eorzea, and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians is a new expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Please be done. Please be done.